Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Amusement Park Pirates Podcast. Uh, Thank you all for joining us this evening. Um, Thank you, Buzz Lightyear fan. He says, "Good evening, APP, and everyone else. Welcome in." Um, let's see. So, thank you all for joining us today. We have some very exciting topics to talk about. Um, we really do not have any guests per se joining us, but it's just kind of just to hang out, pretty much. So, yeah. So, first and foremost, let's, like I said, welcome in everyone. Um, and happy Thursday. What a week it has been for the theme parks. And so we hope that you enjoy the stream, um, as well as we thank you all for being here. So let us get started. Um, so we have, um, so up first, we have some Halloween Horror Nights coverage that just secretly dropped on the Hollywood Reporter. And I'm going to be telling you guys what's going to be happening. So, this is again from the Hollywood Reporter, um, and this was published about a few days ago. Um, and so, we're going to read the houses for what's going to be coming. Oops. Um, there we go. There we go. Um, as you guys can see a little bit. Um, all right. So, for the first house announced as part of this year's event, involved working closely with the Fallout team and Amazon's Prime Video. The teams were the teams were provided asset access to recreate the TV series universe, including full turnarounds and 3D models of the ghoul, the character played by Walton Goggins, and his face so that even masks are identical to the look of in the show. There was also a teaser created specifically to aid the house's creation that filmed one of their characters for us to tease their second season in the house. Within the house experience, Aleo notes that it will be different from one of the 2023's most popular houses, The Last of Us, in that structurally the experience will take on a montage feel where there is an order of events to the house, but we're using as the connective tissues, jumping to places where so we're able to deliver the variety of environments the series and game process. Um, let's see. Um, Manny, welcome in. Didn't see your chat there. Um, let's see. It also says the experience on both coasts will be appearance heavy primarily through Lucy, Elia, Ella Purnell's character, and her journey. Still expect to see the Ghoul and Maximus, but also as Elio and Saul's note, the Rad Rouches, T60s, and Raiders all set to the franchise's 1950s inspired soundtrack. Orlando's team hypes traveling to Philadelphia and a battle between the ghoul and life-size T-60s. For the Hollywood House, Murdy says that event goers will get to experience stepping out of the wasteland with a big cyclorama to make it feel endless all around you and convey that apo- apocalyptic horror. Fans can also navigate the Ghoul's Graveyard and Ghoul Infested Super Duper Mart alongside a enchanted bear, one of the biggest creatures we've ever built with the clay alone in it. The sculpt weighs over 500 pounds. So if you guys are just joining, we are just reading some of the descriptions for the Hollywood Reporter. This is for the upcoming Halloween Horror Nights event. And there you go. That is what's going to be expected in the Fallout house. Let's see. We have Patrick Julian, welcome in. Um, let's see. Buzz Lightyear fan, he cannot make it tonight, unfortunately. But we hope to see him again next time. Um, let's see. And we got the Park Bros in the house. Good evening, everyone, he says. If you guys do not know who the Park Bros is, feel free to check him out. He also works with Living in Diz over in Disney World. So if you can drop his link, that would be greatly appreciated. Park Bros, uh, thank you so much for being here. So, honest thoughts on the Fallout house. It's going to be even, fans of this video game and TV series is going to be a really, uh, really fun. So, very exciting. Let's move on to the Terrifier house. Ooh, hate when that happens. So the Terrifier house. We have some insight coverage from the Terrifier house that people are really loving already. So it says that conceptualization on the house began ahead of Terrifier 3's release and will feature an onslaught to your senses that not only includes a litany of smells, bad and good, but extensive effects that evoke the feeling of being showered in a symphony of blood. Both teams, probably more of these types of effects is created for this house than we've ever done before, says Murdy. It's so intense. Souls notes that Orlando event goers should not only prepare for the fair, but also consider taking the second ending to the house if they want to avoid getting wet. Our drip lines that we have above your head in houses are typically about 10 to 20%. They're opening those up to 100%. Oh, damn. They're over your head, and there's a water blast coming at you from the side. And it's all doused in red light, she says. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Continuing on, all that blood spatter will be in tribute to Art the Clown, who Murdy notes has invited us into this funhouse to view his works of art. So in addition to the expected funhouse locations, Fans will traverse the Clown Cafe in a food court and arts bathroom for a sequence that's worse than it's in the movie, Murdy warns, along with a moment that embodies Halloween's revenge on Christmas. And a tunnel of love with Saul's teasing a gory and disgusting environment featuring desiccated swan boats. Murdy notes that event goers can look up amid all that terror to find that Art has given us his scenes fun's names like Silly Saws and Naughty Potty made on little signs out of blood. And when within these scenes, the house will feature Art's best kills from across all three films. So basically, in the Terrifier house, you're going to be expecting Art the Clown's best kills from all three of his films. So that's going to be very exciting indeed. Sometimes with twisted in a even more disgusting way, not so, but also some new fresh kills that are in line with the new horror icons style. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Everybody in the chat, what are we thinking as far as um like these both announcements so far? Uh Terrifier seems like it's going to be insane. Um let's see. Um let's see. Starman, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. But yeah, very looking forward to especially this house. Even though I have not seen Terrifier, but um, just by the looks of it, it's very scary indeed. All right, let's move on. All right, the most anticipated house of 2025, Five Nights at Freddy's. So in 2023, Hollywood's Blumhouse Behind the Scream showcase highlighted Five Nights at Freddy's 8-foot-tall animatronics, a moment for Murdy that led to a decision. The only possible way is to do this with Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Both the Orlando and Hollywood connected and brainstormed on their ideas before bringing their blueprint to Henson, who helped affirm with what was possible. Then, Murdy notes they divided and conquered, with Hollywood taking the lead on creating the most complicated animatronic figure that we ever done for Halloween Horror Nights. So there will be animatronics featuring Five Nights at Freddy's inside that maze, which is going to be very cool to see. While the animatronics are impressive, Souls explains that guests will see these characters in a variety of ways, with some fully animatronic, some that are puppeteered, and some will move in a way that you think they're costumes. The Blumhouse film team and Five Nights at Freddy's filmmaker were building those costumes and their setups to get a shot For our application, it's about how we create something that can sustain the amount of time it is in front of our guests and the length of time our event is open. Within the house, Murdy teases HHN goers will see a fully animated Freddy Fazbear performing like he would be in the movie or the video game. In a space that mirrors the textures, tones, and the carpet, the pizzeria grooves of the film, according to Souls. In addition to the deflated showroom, she teases walking through the pizza's kitchen, janitor's closet, and security room where there is a complete one-for-one replica. While much of the focus is on the house's advanced team, Murdy notes that they have forgotten the human element essential to delivering the jump scares with a little more gore. It's also on in the films, but it's the kids who live inside the animatronics. So there is a thread going on the house of the ghost kids showing up. And there are all those guys who broke into trash the place. You get quick shots in the film of Carl when his face has been ripped off. But I wanted to know what happened to all of them and bring that level of scare to the experience as well. Wow. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Thank you, Patrick, for the link. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Let us move on to WWE. This is going to be what to expect in the Horrors of the Wyatt Six house that just got announced recently. So it says a collaboration led by Orlando's Aleo. The idea was conceived, the Wyatt Six debuted, and their entrance was them wreaking havoc and destroying environments unique to backstage of a WWE live show. It looked like one of our haunted houses on live television, so I placed a call as soon as Raw ended. After reaching out to Marty Miller, Senior Vice President and Director of WWE TV, the park's teams came together with WWE Director of Character Development, Rob Fee, for what Alio teases as a haunted house experience that recreates the entrance as if you were walking in the footsteps of the cameraman. In Orlando, you'll venture through the derelict and abandoned Firefly Funhouse, featuring remnants of the Fiend's influence, before being surrounded by imagery of WWE media taken over by Uncle Howdy before you dive into the minds of the Wyatt Six. Scary monsters and characters are promised in various environments, such as Abby's Witch Hut, where she can crawl all around you, teases Souls. Human victims are peaked and consumed in Huskus the Pig Boy and Mercy the Buzzard's realms, alongside Rambling Rabbit's spiraling tea party that inspire dimension. Where their mouths are sewn shut, that's along with new characters unique to the house. And a ton of Easter eggs for WWE fans within environments that live and breathe in the same level of textures that exist in the ring. Continuing on, it says in Hollywood, This is our version in California. Murdy's take is partly inspired by seeing the wrestlers of the early 70s live, mingled with the creative universe and approach of Bray. Fans are greeted by Uncle Howdy at the Wyatt compound, this bayou in the middle of a swamp, in an environment I've never done at Horror Nights with Fireflies, that will feature music as part of the entry. Through the house, there will be inspirations, set pieces, or more tied to Bray's rocking chair. The cave Uncle Howdy said that he brought the Hawaiian Six from. The Uncle Howdy sessions in Bray's lantern. We use that whole idea to follow the lantern and follow the light of the fireflies to take you into the supernatural realm of the Wyatt Six, says John Murdy. In every scene, you're going to see that lantern and keep showing up in different ways, in different locations. Okay. Let's see. All right, moving on to Jason Universe. Let's see. So both Hollywood and Orlando have patterned with Horror Inc. for houses that use distinctive storytelling treatments for Friday the 13th's 45th anniversary. Hollywood's storyline is partly inspired by tourists who flock into the real-life summer camp that served as the original film's setting, alongside urban explorers who visit abandoned and derelict locations, and dark tourists who travel to places associated with death and tragedy. Guests will arrive in the present day where they will join a group of content creators working with fictional company Death Tours, who made the terrible mistake of breaking into Camp Crystal Lake. They're making videos, and you're going to see snippets of their videos as you go along. Drawing material from the first 8 films, attendees will see the iconic franchise locations like the shack in the woods, the cabins, the graveyard, and barn, alongside appearances from the young Jason who drowned Sackhead Jason. Jason in the hockey mask, as well as the 6th and 7th films version of that, where he is just a rotting corpse with maggots, says Murdy. So in Orlando, you'll see similar locations, and it's also set in at the camp, but we're really playing off that new vision that the Jason universe has for Jason. That version of the character Greg Nicotero designed, says Leo, that is the entire front half of the experience, which Aleo notes expands on the idea that Jason can be anywhere at any time. He is relentless. We wanted this to be a violent and unyielding. To be the idea that Jason Voorhees appears as a force that is unbelievable. As soon as he's here, you're around a corner, and then there he is again. It is a very claustrophobic experience that exploits Jason's size and scale as you're moving through the house. If the first half is intense, the second half will be brutal. Sauls and LAOTs, noting that HHN goers will walk through an oversized Jason hockey mask before they face down a gauntlet of Jasons from across 8 films. So there will be a montage of all the Jasons. Just imagine seeing a wall of just lots of Jasons. It's going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. Imagine a quick cut living montage of every vision of Jason. I believe that back half is going to be some of the most intense scares we've had. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Um, and we got the cruise and theme park guide. Welcome in. She says, hello, all. Thank you for joining us, cruise and theme park guide. Um, Thank you for joining us. We're just talking about some HHN. Um, and we are now about to go into the Poltergeist and the Blum and the Terror Tram. So this is all for Hollywood, um, not Orlando. But it says here that as part of Hollywood's 2025 event, Universal Studios Hollywood is bringing two experiences familiar to event goers. Anyone who attended earlier Coast in 2018 will remember the Poltergeist House from house based on the 1982 classic. This year, the West Coast event will revive it as part of a blast from the past, says Murdy. Fans can expect something very similar to the 2018 version, but in a couple of places we went. Let's change this up because you learn things when you do a house, says the creative director while pointing to the original house's kitchen sequence featuring rotting meat crawling on the counter, but with no actors. We looked for the opportunity to increase the scare factor in different places like that. Also back by popular demand, this year's Terror Tram builds directly on the 2024 Blumhouse themed experience. Unlike Poltergeist, this 15th anniversary celebration will offer a different slate of horrors centering on past and upcoming titles. After hijacking the Universal Parks computing systems and security protocols, Megan will serve as the tram host, welcoming guests into a living trailer for Black Phone 2, a winter nightmare featuring different iterations of the sequel's version of the grabber, before attendees are transported into the further, where all the doors are red doors, and all of the different demons and ghosts from that franchise are going to be attacking. Let's see. The next section transforms key creative elements, including that black and red demon dimension theme from 2023's The Exorcist Believer house into a walkable experience where you can now run into the possessed girls and the demons. The final leg will take fans through a blacklight led purge tribute featuring all new characters created specifically for HHN Hollywood's Terror Tram experience. And then it's back to Megan, who will welcome guests into a real life version of the Blumhouse, as if Megan conjured it with AI, says Murdy. Guests can expect Megan glam shots as they navigate all the night's icons for one final terrifying gauntlet. So that is it. That is the information that we got for Halloween Horror Nights 2025 in both coasts. We are almost there, guys. Spooky season is among us. So feel free to enter in the chat. what is everybody thinking about these houses? Um, let's see. We got Patrick Julian, Cruise and Theme Park Guide, Park Bros, Buzz Lightyear fan, Starman. Again, thank you all for joining us. Let's keep this chat rolling here. Um, let's see. So, my honest thoughts on everything that I just talked about, HHN, especially here in Hollywood, we really don't care about Orlando because, um, really we're based off of California, so we really do not follow all the Orlando stuff. But um, thoughts on, uh, here it's going to be an amazing event. Um, as we mentioned in previous podcasts, we always get excited for these announcements, no matter what. Um, no matter what uh, house announcement is going to be, or anything like that. So this year is going to be 100% um, insane. Um, let's see. Um, let's see here. So what I think we should move on towards is Midsummer Scream. So, if you guys do not know, Midsummer Scream is this weekend. Um, and for those of you who do not know what Midsummer Scream is, it is the largest Halloween convention located in San Diego, and that is where all these panels happen, including people in cosplay to parks, including the parks panel as well. And this weekend, we're going to be hearing more information from not just Horror Nights, but Scary Farm, Fright Fest, Dark Harbor, and so many more this weekend. So, just wanted to showcase an article where the official rundown of this weekend is going to be happening. Um, so like I said, Midsummer Scream, or first of all, before I go further, this is an article from All Hallows Geek. Um, and so, um, Here we go. So, like I said, Midsummer Scream, world's largest Halloween and horror convention, is ramping up to take over the Long Beach Convention Center from August 15th through the 17th, 2025. Tickets went on sale this past March, but over the last several months, news has trickled out of the convention and the most recent announcement around this year's Hall of Shadows Dark Show. To date, there hasn't been. All right. So tomorrow, there will be a panel from Reanimator, the Midnight Mass 40th Anniversary Experience. Um, let's see. Um, and then we have Saturday on the 16th, there's going to be a Magic Mountain Fright Fest presentation. So this Saturday, we will be hearing what is going to be coming for Fright Fest, and that will be happening at 12 o'clock on the Promenade stage. Let's see. The next theme park panel, we have the 13th floor, which will be happening on Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. As well as, that's the entertainment group, but mostly the announcements and updates from the Haunted Hayride, Delusion, Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns, as well as their newest event, the Festival Fright Nights at Winchester Mystery House as well. There's even more panels. And here we go. Saturday night at 5 o'clock. Knott's Scary Farm presentation will be presented at 5 o'clock Saturday night. Which will be very exciting. August 17th, there will be a Castle Dark presentation. That's Castle Park's arc over in Riverside. And then and then also on Sunday, before HHN, is Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. That'll be happening at 2 o'clock our time. And then 5 o'clock on Sunday, the big event of Halloween Horror Nights. 5 p.m. Will be the time for Sunday. And that will officially close Midsummer Scream. So just want to let you guys know for this weekend. I'm sure some of your favorite creators might be going live from there, as well as especially Instagrammers and other people. Let's see. It's gotta be the churros. Hands down, churros. Favorite food at the parks. All right. So, up next, before we go any further, what are your guys' thoughts on, or what do you guys think might be announced at Midsummer Scream? feel free to type in the chat. Um, let's see. So, what I think might be announced at Midsummer Scream, just to start things off. Um, we, what I think, um, especially for the Horror Nights announcements, probably just more details on the houses. Um, that's what I think um, the main topic of what that's going to be covered. As far as Scary Farm, um, a few years ago they introduced us to the Keeper, um, which was that guy with the lantern and such. I don't um, know his actual look, but um, and basically just the announcement of um, what's going to be going down next Tuesday, which is the Nightmares Revealed event. So, um, so there's that. Um, as far as like for the others, probably just more maze announcements, more details for the houses, the scare zones, etc. From not just Queen Mary, but also for Fright Fest. Because we do know that we have a confirmation that Saw and Trick or Treat will be coming back this year for Six Flags Fright Fest. So that is basically what I think. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Manio and Connie, welcome back. We were just talking about some Midsummer Scream. Um, let's see. So up next, um, Oogie Boogie Bash. So let my and I'm going to, and this is for everything you need to know for this Sunday. Um, so this Sunday is going to be the return of Oogie Boogie Bash. Um, Once again, will be happening at DCA, um, Disney California Adventure, um, and party nights will be happening every Sunday Tuesday, Thursday. So if you are planning to go in the parks on those days of the week, um, most of everybody is going to be at Disneyland, because Oogie Boogie Bash it will be happening. Um, so this is from a Disney Parks blog, um, and let's get into it. So it says, well, what we have here. Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween party, is creeping up very soon at the Disneyland Resort, and we have the official guide to all the fun. On select nights from August 17th through October 31st, the separately ticketed after hours party at Disney California Adventure Park conjures Halloween mischief and mayhem for guests of all ages. At the time of publishing, tickets are available for select dates in August. For those celebrating Summerween, Oogie Boogie Bash is an exciting way to start the spooky festivities early. So, what is included with a ticket to Oogie Boogie Bash? So, on select nights, the party officially begins at 6 o'clock and continues through 11. That is 5 exciting hours to enjoy the Halloween experiences you can only find at this after hours soiree. Pre party mixin'. Oogie Boogie Bash tickets include admission to California Adventure as early as 3 o'clock, 3 hours before the party starts. During this time, check out offerings available during regular park hours. Your ticket includes photos. It says enjoy unlimited digital downloads of Disney PhotoPass photos captured during the party. Scan the QR code on your then wristband via the Disneyland app to access your photo gallery. The pictures can be downloaded from your My Disney account as often it desires, up to 45 days after initial capture. Let's see. Brian Hernsberger, welcome in. Good to see you. Commemorative event guide. The beautifully designed map is handy to reference during the party and afterwards. It is a collectible keepsake to remember your visit. So, costumes. One of the parks, Oogie Boogie Bash, is the opportunity for everyone to dress up in costume. You're invited to get creative, devise of devious disguise, or bring out your villainous side, just to make sure to follow the costume guidelines, which you guys can view on the Disneyland website. Let's see. We do not need to know about Tanaya Stone's spa. Let's see. Tip: pack a sweater for when the breeze adds extra chills. Comfortable shoes are also highly recommended. So no high heels, no etc. All right. Treat trails and character encounters. So kids and kids at heart can collect treats including M&Ms, Skittles, Snickers, and more at 12 treat trails. That's a mouthful. But we warned you'll encounter villains and other legendary misfits along the way. Cast members are available at every treat trail to offer alternative options for guests looking for allergy-friendly and no sugar-added treats. You can also meet Disney characters dressed in Halloween outfits and some friends making rare appearances at special greeting locations from around the park. All right, so the Frightfully Fun Parade is the annual Halloween parade that they do at DCA. It is going to be scheduled to perform daily at 7:45 and 10 p.m. on party nights. And it says here that the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow, Jock Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, Happy Haunts from the Haunted Mansion, and more will take to the streets of California Adventure during the Frightfully Fun Parade. It's a wicked gathering you can only witness during Oogie Boogie Bash, so it is not going to be performing in only not on normal operating hours, but only at Oogie Boogie Bash. Bookable for an additional fee, the Oogie Boogie Bash dessert party includes reserved seating for the Frightfully Fun Parade, delectable treats, beverages, and a collectible enamel pin as in as the parade processes for through the park. Dig into freeze-dried fruit with gummy worms, a blueberry ooze cake, mini cupcakes, and more. Advanced reservations are highly recommended. So Villains Grove. This was our favorite last year. Um, it it absolutely stunned us when we went during our that we actually did it twice when we went last year. Um, so it is definitely a sight to see, and it's over by the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Um, So, shorter ride wait times. In addition to special party offerings, take advantage of shorter wait times for select rides. It's a great opportunity to experience popular ones like Monsters After Dark, as well as Toy Story Midway Mania and the Incredicoaster. Excuse me. All right, so here are the food offerings for Oogie Boogie Bash. Let's see. Yes, Oogie Boogie prices have gone up as well. Forgot what, uh, I think it was like from 149 to, it's the same price, right, Manny? I don't know. Um, let's see. So food for Oogie Boogie Bash. So we have the loaded buffalo chicken fries at Lowe's V8. We have the Carolina loaded tenders at Flo's. Wait, let's see. I think this might be, no. This is the chili cheese fries at Award Wieners, as well as a ube chocolate, hot chocolate with vanilla at the Cozy Cone Motel. Um, Let's see. The Mayor Sipper, like as we showed from last podcast, will be available only during the event. So if you want one of these Mayor Sippers, you can only purchase them at Oogie Boogie Bash and over at Disney World for Mickey's Not So Scary. So here is the merchandise for the event. As you can see, we got a new Spirit jersey, got some like mini ears, as well as we also have a lug bag. I think that's what it's called, or a purse. A crossbody bag. And there is one thing that wanted to show you guys as well. And that is we also have some new characters that will be joining us for the bash. And they just actually revealed this today. So here is your first look at Syndrome, one of the new villains joining for Oogie Boogie Bash. let's see. So first of all, type in the chat. What does everybody think of this? What are your guys' opinions on Syndrome here? Let's see. So beginning with my thoughts, when there is like a compilation or side by side, it just, yeah, like what you said, Manny, I do not care for it at all. But he does look like, and that is that one dude from Megamind. And I'm talking about, let's see, where is it? So, where is it? Where is, he almost looks like this guy. This guy right here. That's what Syndrome reminds me of. I mean, they look the similar. The hair, the facial features, let's see. But yeah, I really do not care for this look. I mean, if his face looks a little bit like chubbier, and if it would be like just regular Syndrome or by its counterparts, I would be fine with it. But I mean, this look right here, I fully support, like pretty much fully kind of support what other people say about this character. But we got Maleficent coming back. OG Maleficent will be returning. And she will be near the Grizzly River Run. So I first thought was thinking that the live action version would be the most prominent, but this one works too. I really fully agree that Disney finally decided to bring her back. This was a character that first debuted in 2019. for the first Oogie Boogie. So back at least, which is a plus. Alrighty. So enough talk about Oogie Boogie Bash. So I just want to share with you guys my honest opinion on the CHOC Walk. Let's see. Yes, welcome in everyone. Thank you all for joining us on both streams, on both channels. So, come in to everybody that's viewing on both channels. Greatly appreciate you being here on this Thursday night. So, continuing on this podcast, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my review from this CHOC Walk. So, earlier this year, we announced that we will be attending the 2025 CHOC Walk at the Disneyland Resort, and last Sunday we got to experience it for the very first time. And we wanted to share a brief review of our experience and maybe some tips if anyone is going next year. So first, they had us check in a few days earlier at the Anaheim Hotel that is across the street from the entrance gate from Harbor near Catella Avenue. And we picked up our wristband, we as well as our event guide, as well as any prizes that we had from donating. So, by the help of you guys, we have gotten a medallion as well as a pin. So, we are back. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. So this was the pin that they, you guys, oh, there we go. So this was the pin that we got. I don't know if it's showing up, but it says Chalk Walk in the Park 2025 at Disneyland. And then we also have a medallion as well. And I think if you crossed the 125 minimum from the donation page, so that was pretty cool to get, as well as we also got a water bottle for when we were on the Magic Key team, so they gave us a special water bottle, which was very cool. Pretty much the check-in process was about 5 to 10 minutes. And also there was a voucher for Chick-fil-A. So you got a voucher for Chick-fil-A, which was very nice, and it actually expires pretty much till the end of the year, which was pretty cool. Let's see. So we got to the check-in at around 9 on that Friday, the 1st of August. Our best tip is to go the very first day of the check-in when they open. You'll be done quickly, and instead of the evening portions where everyone gets off work, everyone is traveling to the places and such, um, all that so forth. So fast forward to Sunday morning, before we started the live. We got up very early in the morning, like around 5, or no, not 5, 3:15, to be at the structure by 4 a.m., um, which was actually even though it was crazy at first, but um, we uh, we got to the parking structure by 4 a.m. We eventually got there on time. We showed the wristband. Everything was smooth process as normal. Um, and fast forward to the live stream, which, um, if you guys have not seen it yet, um, so here we are at the front of the entrance. Let's see. We pretty much. Oops. Um, let's see. Hold on. So they had a little stage here. Let's see. Can you rewind? Um, but like Main Street was all covered in parade lights, and there was spotlights everywhere. There we go. Panning left. It was basically a really complete experience, um, as well, and everybody was so excited to be there. They had signs. They had, you know, pixie dust ones. They had stuff, um, rewinding much faster or towards the castle. See on the right. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, there we go. They had the 70th balloon out, um, which was pretty cool to see, which they brought out only for cast members on the 17th. So that was pretty cool. So they did a little ceremony, um, which we taped for you guys. And then we took off to Adventureland area, where we saw some characters. So some highlights here. So we saw Aladdin and Jasmine. Let's see. There we go. So we saw them. Let's see. We also saw Buzz Lightyear, especially in Tomorrowland. We also hopped to DCA too. We saw Captain America on top of the Avengers headquarters. A few other characters were there. Let's see. They had a Magic Key photo op. They had a little Magic Key photo op set up here. And then if we moved on closer, they had a mm-mm, where did it go? They had a little Better Together float as well, um, which actually the day of filming that was the final day of Better Together. So um, there was that. And then it ended with Downtown Disney. Um, we partied. We there was like some bubbles area. Um, and so that was basically the walk itself. We first started in Disneyland, went through basically Adventureland to New Orleans Square um, Galaxy's Edge to um, Fantasyland, or no, Frontierland, then um, let's see, from Fantasyland to Tomorrowland, and then after that, we just went to back towards Town Square, then to DC, um, Hollywood Land near Monsters area, went towards Avengers Campus. After Avengers Campus to uh, Cars Land, and then Cars Land to San Francisco, San Francisco to Paradise Gardens, then Paradise Gardens to Grizzly Peak, and then from Grizzly Peak to Downtown Disney. So hold on, just a quick charge up, real quick. There we go. Let's see. And so that was it for the 2025 CHOC Walk. They had live music, not just characters, but they had like a few live bands out there. They had like similar to the Gem and Chefs that they do at the Food and Wine at DCA was there and performing in Paradise Gardens. They also had a jazz band on top of uh, the what's it called? The not the Golden Horseshoe, but the Hungry Bear, as well as they had a fiddler in on top of the Golden Horseshoe, which was very nice. But they in downtown Disney when we finished, they had a finish line. They had a wishing wall, photo ops, as well as an opportunity to meet the CHOC Bear himself. But overall, it was a very special event that it is only once a year, and we are so incredibly honored to have that opportunity to go to that event, um, especially being it our very first one. Um, let's see. Buzz Lightyear fan says, "What are the things I can donate to Disney CHOC?" So basically, if you guys have not donated to our page yet, um, basically any dollar amount you want. Um, there is a CHOC Walk challenge that we just recently announced, where you post your own ears um, to our socials. So that can be either ears, Disney hats, etc. And put in the hashtag of CHOC Walk from home. It's very simple. You got to only and it's fairly easy to do. Um, but any donation helps the children in need, and that is basically what the walk was designated for. Um, and that is for the Children's Hospital of Orange County. That's CHOC. Incredible cause, incredible organization, and we hope that um, you know the the kids at CHOC really deserve the recognition as well as um, the life they deserve. Um, let's see. Manny says those look like really good giveaway prize. He says, "Yep." Let's see. Buzz Lightyear fan, yes, they are making in Toy Story 5 and Zootopia 2. Mostly Zootopia 2 because it's going to be in theaters soon. But Toy Story is going to be a next year thing. All right. So that was it for the Chalk Walk. So we have our next topic, which is the new horrors unleashed over there at Universal in Las Vegas. So today, in Las Vegas, Universal Horrors Unleashed has officially opened. And for those of you who are wondering what the Horrors Unleashed is, it is a horror experience unlike any other, with themed food, haunted houses, live entertainment areas, and beverage experiences in select areas such as Universal Monsters, The Reapers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scarecrow, The Reaping, and Blumhouse's The Exorcist. Believe it. Surrounding the haunted houses will be 4 fully themed live entertainment areas, each with its own experiences. You'll wander through a classic Hollywood horror set inhabited by gothic vampires. A film vault populated by all manner of serial killers and slashers, a graveyard of possessed props, and a storage yard morphed into the home of a twisted carnival. And like I said before, the experience opens today. So it is officially open in Las Vegas. It is opening weekend. And also, tickets are still available. So you can go to store.universalhorrorsunleashed.com. Let me put the link in the chat. So if you guys are wondering if you can purchase, if you would like to purchase tickets for Universal Horrors Unleashed, we just put the link in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Let's see. So yes, as far as tickets are pricing, like we mentioned in our previous podcasts, hold on, you are out of sync. Let's see. Try that and see. Or try refreshing too. Um, so anyways, as I was saying, the general admission ticket will be costing $69. The general admission ticket will be $59. And then the unlimited access for $99, including the VIP experience, which is going to be $2,750. So just to get an idea for pricings, let's see. As far as like the calendar goes, like I said, tickets are available still. So this is as far as the single time ticket goes. So for our last topic of the evening already, let's see. Hold on. There was a photo or a post recently that that there was a first look at the what's it called? For Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Let's see, let me find it first. Hold on, there we go. So we meant to show you guys this from last podcast, but this is the very first look at Jack Skellington for what will be coming to Mickey's Not So Scary pretty much tomorrow. This Friday, August 15th. So, not sure if you guys know, a few months previously during the halfway to Halloween celebrations, they recently announced that a new Jack Skellington character face will be debuting, and tomorrow it is going to be officially debuting at, I'm assuming both parks, both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. But Disneyland has not been announced yet. All right, Park Bros. He says, heading to bed. Good night, all. Have a great night, Park Bros. Catch you next time. So my thoughts on this, it's pretty exciting to have a new updated look at Jack Skellington. It is really going to have something. But he will be appearing to guests this Friday, tomorrow, for Not So Scary. So, all right. So I think that wraps things up here. That's what we wanted to talk about here. But before we get out of here, And before we do, I think we should do some Q&A tonight, if you guys are up for it. Um, Before we close down the night, I just would like to mention that today, as it being August 14th, 2025, we are celebrating a big milestone for our channel. And so tonight we celebrate 1 year of live streaming with you guys this evening. Pretty much a year since we sat down with a panel of our live streamer friends talking about the future of the Disney parks from around the world at D23 last year. It is kind of crazy that we would be sitting right in this similar position not 1 year later, talking to all of you, but also all our amazing guests that we had on this, as well as also meeting some of you in the parks as well. You guys made it happen. And we've had so many friends over this past year, and many more incoming. And we are hoping to meet some of you guys in the parks next year as well, or in the coming years, I should say. But on behalf of Diego and myself, we are truly humbled by everyone's support, and we would not have done anything without the support of everyone in this channel, including all the Ninja Watchers, the people who watch the replays, and especially what a legacy of moderators we had who kept the chats clean, engaging, and positive for anyone who enters the chat. Anyone who enters the chats. But we truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming into these chats, from interacting with one another and having fun. Consider it as a big get together inside the parks, pretty much. But this is just the beginning. We are just getting started, as Walt famously said. But looking forward, we have some more streams coming your way, from Halloween to Christmas and all throughout next year. And plus, we even have some surprise streams as well that we have planned for you guys coming up as well. And once again, it has truly been a blessing to be creators, and we cannot wait to share even more of our theme park adventures in the years to come. And so we would just like to take this time and thank you so much. We appreciate you, and couldn't have done this without all of you. So here's to the next year of live streaming. It's been a crazy and wonderful ride. So just want to let you guys know that. So, all right. Well, let's see. So now I think it's time for some Q&A. If there are no questions, feel free to type them in the chat here. um, let's see. Let's see. I think that's basically catching up with the chat here. Let's see. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your Thursday night here with us. Let's see. So I do not think there are. I do not think that there is any questions at this time. I think everybody wants to close it down. So once again, thank you all for joining us this evening. And we thank you again for joining us. Like I said, thank you to everyone for joining us today. The next time we'll be live, we might be live next Friday at Disneyland. We will let you guys know if anything happens. That's pretty much about it. So if you want to follow us, you can follow us here on YouTube, or Instagram, TikTok, not Spotify, Blue Sky, Twitter, you name it. We are on there posting content for you all. And so we thank you all for joining us once again, celebrating 1 year. Crazy. What a year it has been. And so we thank you all for this 1 year of live streaming. And so if you guys haven't already done so, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channels, which is free to do. And huge thanks to all our amazing moderators for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. Keeping the chats clean, fun, engaging, and positive for anyone who enters the chat. Thank you all for spending time with us, and hope you continue to hang out with us in the future. But until then, we will see you all in the parks real soon. Good night, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.